Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another video. It is Codebreaker Gaming back with another Tekken 8 character customization video. This series has been inspired by X-Men 97, now streaming on Disney Plus. If you haven't seen it, you want to check that series out. In today's video, we're going to be creating a character who is known as the sidekick for one of the most popular X-Men, Wolverine. In this video, we're going to be creating none other than Jubilation Lee, or better known as her X-Men name, Jubilee. So without any further delay, let's jump into the requirements that are needed for this character customization. For starters, you're going to want to be using Reina for this particular customization. As you see, I have Reina there on screen. There are also a few other female characters that you can use for this customization. I'll get into those options at the end of this video, but for the purposes of the most accurate customization for Jubilee, we're using Reina. Alright, so for her body, we're going to go into her hair. We're going to take a look at what we have to offer there. I can tell you now, you really don't need to change her hair at all, to be honest with you. I mean, this is already a pretty dope hairstyle for Jubilee. Now, if I was using one of the other female characters, I would need to change their hairstyle. But this one, the default hairstyle for Reina works very well for Jubilee. So for the purposes of that, we're not going to touch it, like, at all. I mean, the other one that would work great would be the Leo shortcut, but we're not going to use it. We're going to keep it locked here with this particular hairstyle. So we're going to back out of that. We're not changing that. For her eyes, I believe Jubilee has those baby blues, as you guys can see there. So we're going to change her eye color to blue. That may not matter because we're going to make another change. For her eyebrow color, we don't need to touch that. We'll keep it at that nice brownish color there for the default. No eye makeup is required. For her cheeks, you may want to put neutral or natural. For the lip color, you can keep that as is. As you see, you have ruby as an option, you have pink as an option, orange and blue. Let's take a look at pink and see how that looks. Oh yeah, it says pink, but it looks more neutral. And ruby looks like this. So we're going to keep it as her default. No face paint. We don't need it. And we're not going to tan Jubilee either, okay? So now we back out of that and we come down to the clothes part of the character customization. We're not going to use anything for her head. Some of you may be tempted to use a certain hat that you see there. We're not going to use anything. We're not going to use anything in the full face. You know, for her glasses, this is where we will be making use of something here. Now, for the glasses that are available to her, I'm really sort of digging the Nicholas sunglasses. So let's put those on. And these are probably the best option. And now that we have those equipped, we're going to press triangle, and this is where we're going to make our change. There's only two color palettes, both of which will be made pink. So for color palette number 1, find this nice pink here. As you can see, that is the frames. We make it a little lighter, so we'll go with this third pink, the third one down, because that one is really obvious. And for color palette number 2, we'll use the same pink. And that'll be Jubilee's glasses. Okay. We're going to back out of there. We come down to her entire body. Alright. Now we're going to use, no surprise, her default costume. Alright. So, only thing we're going to do with her default costume, we're going to press triangle. And we're going to change some of the colors on this thing. Alright, so color palette number 1, we're going to be making that gold. As you can see. Color palette number 2, we're also going to make that gold. You guys see how this is shaping up. For color palette number 3, I cannot figure out what exactly that is. Let's make it white so we can figure out what it is. That is It's actually her legs. That's weird. I thought she was. Okay, we're gonna keep. We're not gonna touch those. Actually, let's see what this looks like. Okay. Look at that default color again. That was. So let's make it this color here. This is the lighter color, and I want to call this tan. I can't even identify where on this palette selection screen the default color is. So we're going to change it to this. Make it just a little bit lighter. For color palette number 4, let's take a look at what that is by making it white. That is the boots. You guys know Jubilee has on the royal blue boots. So there we go there. For color palette number 5, let's take royal blue as well. What is that? Actually, make it white. Oh, okay, that is going to be her shirt. And Jubilee's shirt is pink. We'll use this third pink option here, same as the glasses. For color palette number 6, that is going to be her gloves, and that is going to also be royal blue. Color palette number 7, let's take it black so whatever it is can stand out, we can see it. Okay, that is the stripes on her jacket. We're going to make those gold so there will be no stripes now. Well, actually, it hides them a little bit. For color palette number 8, we'll make it white, and that is going to be her... Ooh, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough because it's in 2 different places. Ooh, that is tough. I tell you what, let's come back to color palette number 8 in a second. Let's go to color palette number 9, which is around her wristbands. We're gonna make that royal blue as well. For color palette number 10, this should be her shorts. Let's make it white to ensure. And it is. We're going to make that royal blue. Wait. The royal blue option has moved to a different spot. That's strange. Let's see if we can get it to be a little lighter of a blue. I guess royal blue is the color we're going to use for color palette number 10. For color palette number 11, I believe that is going to be the other portion of her boots, the top portion. I'm going to make that royal blue. And it's crazy how it almost looks. It's the same royal blue that we use for the bottom portion, but it almost looks like it's a different blue. For color palette number 12, let's change it white so we can figure out what it is. There's the straps around her thighs. I'm gonna make those royal blue as well. And that is the last of the color palettes. And with that in mind, we go back to color palette number 8, which was actually the choker that she has around her neck, as well as the straps around her boots. I think for the purposes of this video, we're going to keep those black to keep her as true to character as we can. The only other option would have been to make them pink so that it would blend in with the shirt. And as you can see, having pink on her boots was not so great. So we're going to keep it as a default color. And as you can see, that looks very much like Jubilee. Now when we back out of this and we go to, we're not going to be using, remember, no upper body, no lower body, no shoes, nothing unique, because they would change the actual skin that is present on her. All right. I'm gonna go to back out of there. We'll come to use absolutely no accessory for Jubilee. We can take a look at what she has to offer. Some of you may be tempted to use the Dre beats that you see there. Because Jubilee is a teenager, so those things that are teenage-esque. You could probably also see a backpack on Jubilee, something like this. But this is a pouch. Yeah, so we're not going to make use of any accessories for Jubilation Lee. For her character panel, you guys can use whichever you prefer. It's your discernment. I actually think this one or this one. So I'm going to use the illustration by JB Style. For Jubilee's aura. I would actually give her trails. Probably the pink trails. This one here. And for her hit effect, you see her default style. So I would use default type D for her hit effect. And that creates the firework effect that Jubilee's mutant power represents. We'll go to her character model viewer. We'll change the background to black. And now it really pops that you are looking at Jubilee from X-Men 97. Alright. You can change her pose if you like. I personally wouldn't. I prefer her default. Now let's shoot her thumbnail. Once again, you can hold R2 to zoom in, L2 to zoom out. The left pad, the touchpad plus the left stick to move the frame. We'll zoom a little more. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to press X at that point. Snap the picture. And this is going to be the customization image slot thumbnail. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have effectively created Jubilation Lee, better known as Jubilee, from X-Men 97. This has been Code Breaker Gaming. If you enjoyed this Tekken 8 character customization video, do me a favor and tap the hell out of that like button for me. Drop a comment in the comments section letting me know how much of a good customization this is of Jubilee from X-Men 97. And if you have not already done so, please take this time to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I ask that you make sure that you have your notifications turned all the way up so that you will be notified immediately when I upload the next video in this Tekken 8 X-Men 97 series. Currently on the channel we have several other X-Men videos that have already been published and released for your viewing pleasure. If you haven't already done so, you want to take a look at those if you main those characters or if you like those customization options, that is. Codebreaker Gaming is now signing out, but before we do, YouTube wants you to take a look at the video in your lower right hand corner or the video in your upper left hand corner. YouTube believes you should view those videos based on your viewership of this one. So we're now signing out, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.